So you guys all know me. I'm Melissa Doney, graduated here a couple of years ago. And so today we're going to learn about leadership and teamwork skills and what it means to be a leader. So to start off, we're going to start off with a couple of games. So the first one is called Silent Lineup. So I want you guys to think of the number of homes you have lived in your entire lifetime. Sometime, don't tell me.
Does it count in split households or just like?
Any house you have lived in for more than a week at a time.
Okay.
So, for example, I lived in 7 different houses in my lifetime. And so, think of that number in your head, don't tell anyone. And what we're going to do is we're going to count from the lowest being at the slideshow and the highest number being towards the door. There's going to be no talking, and you guys have to figure out in order and get yourselves in order from lowest to highest how many houses you have lived in. So you guys all know your numbers? Don't tell anyone. Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. So on the count of 3, you're allowed to stand up and you're allowed to go to that side of the room and start lining yourselves up with no talking and no writing. So you have to find a way to communicate with each other. You guys have to find a way to communicate.
Okay.
Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, you guys think you're in the right order? Okay, so that took us 17 seconds, so let's go through and see if you were correct.
1,
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 7.
Okay, perfect. So you guys see how you guys found another way to communicate, right? You don't have to communicate using talking or writing. You can use different movements of your body to communicate. So go ahead and have a seat again. Alright, so the next activity, and back to you guys and pass them out 1 card per person. So the next activity is called note card activity. So what I want you to do is write 3 interesting facts about yourself on the note card. Something that not everyone knows about you. So for example, I wrote on mine, I was born in Idaho, and I graduated in 2015 from high school, and I love Winnie the Pooh. So 3 facts that you don't know, that most people don't know about you. Keep them to yourselves and don't talk. And then, when you guys are done, just put your pencils down. Don't look at each other's. Don't cheat. Alright, remember, if you're done, put your pencils down. There you go. Alright, we'll give it a couple more seconds. Does anyone need any help? No? You good, John? One more?
Combination too.
You can think of a hobby of yours, a sport you like to play. You could do your favorite color. I imagine most people in here don't know you as well as others do. Alright, no one has any names on the note card, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
so no names. Sorry, I forgot to say that at the beginning. Okay, so now let's see. Do we have enough even pair? is to your right, so, or to your left, my right.
Hey.
So whoever is
I
that
don't have a
direction.
right though.
So
Or
then,
left.
so then you will be probably partnered in a group of three. So
I'm confused, he's with me, right?
No.
you're gonna come over. You two are together. We'll do, how about we do you and Jacoby together?
I don't like that
I'm
either.
so confused.
I can't hide Chris. If you mention who's next to you, because you've been watching them the entire time.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, and now everyone hand me your note cards.
Oh, pink.
Bet you don't know me.
Here you go.
But that all becomes just the same color, so we can guess.
I'll give you this.
Alright, so I have everyone. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna shuffle them up and hand them to you guys back in your groups. And you guys, as a partner group, are supposed to figure out who in the class those note cards represent, alright? And you're gonna have 1 minute to do it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a timed event, so let's see, the first team's done, raise your hand as soon as you're done, and we'll see who gets to win. Don't look at it until I tell you.
Yeah, but 2 out of 1 shot.
If you get your own, though, let me know. Alright, you guys ready? Go! Only let them communicate with your partners. Yep, if you're done, raise your hand, and then just sit there quietly until we're done.
We're half done.
Once you're fully done.
Oh, that's a receipt.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're done now.
Alright, we'll wait till we have all of our teams ready. Alright, you guys done? Cool, 35 seconds, so it's pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna start at this end, and you guys tell me who you think it is. Read off the facts, and tell me who you think it is.
I was born in Portland. I don't know what that is, and I live on a farm.
Okay, and who's that?
Yeah.
Is that right? Perfect. Alright, your turn.
I enjoy the coast. I've never been further east than Oregon. Favorite color is blue.
You're good at this game. Alright, Chris?
I used to live on Cricket Flats. I was born in Laverne, Oregon. My favorite color is blue. I want to say Wyatt, but I feel like that's not right. It's either Challenge.
Strike one. We're gonna keep going. Alright, your turn.
My middle name is Essence. My favorite color is green. I have a lot of brothers and sisters. We're going with Rio.
She's pointing here.
Very nice. I like your middle name. It's pretty. Alright, your
What's
turn.
your middle name?
So, I had a mallet once, I was dirt bikes, and
Alright, that's okay. Yeah, one more time, so everyone's
I had a mallet once, I ride dirt bikes and I'm tall, we're thinking Rankin.
Sure.
Was that right?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
Most people don't
Okay,
know.
where it says, I did dance for 3 years. I love Hello Kitty. I'm in love with basketball. My guess is Lexi.
Oh!
No.
Ooh, strike two.
Or dance.
Strike two. Alright, Colin.
Born in Washington, I have a sister, and my son Fish.
Oh.
Very good, alright.
My favorite color is blue. I like sports. I like throwing horses.
Alright, now we have one for Lexi.
Okay, this is gonna be hard.
I have over 20 cats in,
Listen up, guys.
I've had over 20 cats in my life. I play guitar and I play golf. I'm seeing that city.
See, you need to get rid of those cats.
We don't
I'll
have
come by
that
and
many
shoot it.
now.
Now.
Alright,
Wow.
alright, last
Yeah, we
one,
have
guys, listen up.
15 now.
Ride a dirt bike, and I have 5 sisters. I'm assuming it's like you.
Right? Alright, so we got 2 wrong out of all of those. Did you guys expect to do as well as you did?
No.
No? And
Well,
how
I
long?
mean, we only got 50, so.
Yeah. So you guys have known each other for what, how long? Most
Long
of you guys have
time.
been here at least 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't you think that maybe you would have known something a little bit more about each of these people since you've been here?
Next thing you know,
No?
No, I don't
I don't talk to people
I'm not
at all.
classes.
So you guys don't communicate within each other, do you? You communicate with other groups of
most people
people?
look at me and don't see that.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
And
Social
so,
media is for catching.
what this is, guys, listen up. What this is teaching you is that even though you're around these people all the time, you aren't really listening to who they are or observing what they like to do. So that's extremely important when you're trying to become a leader. So this is one of the first steps in becoming a leader, is understanding yourself and others around you. So the first activity we did, that was counting the houses that you lived in, right? Yeah. And so from each of those houses, you look back on how many different places you lived in. And then when we do the next activity, you're learning 3 things, interesting things you consider about yourself, as well as learning about the others around you that you didn't necessarily know. Do you guys feel like you know each other a little bit better, maybe?
I think most of us just took guesses.
That's all right, but you had an idea. Yeah. So you had an idea, and there was only 2 of you guys that were way off. And so the second part of getting to know others, or excuse me, the first part, understanding yourself. So there's certain qualities that are required in a leader. So what we're going to do next, you guys all have your colored pencils still?
No.
Yep.
Well, a pen, pencil, something to write with. So the next activity we're going to do is you're going to rank yourself on a level of 1 to 5. 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. And you're going to rank yourselves on each of the different qualities of being a leader. Alright?
Uh-oh.
Let's see how well you guys think of
Wait,
yourselves.
so you just want one box?
Well, I want you to rank yourselves 1 to 5. You don't have to do the I'm definitely good, I'm not good, I'm pretty good. Just rank 1 to 5.
1 to 5,
1
got
to
it.
5.
Oh, so we don't do the 0 1 how long thing with it?
Nope, just 1 to 5.
We should use the box.
Sure, you can use the first box.
Do we put them in box?
Up to you, you're gonna keep it.
Is there a name on this?
You can if you want to, but you're gonna keep it for your use.
Half numbers?
1 to 5.
Wait, we don't check one?
Once you're done, put your pencils down once again, please.
Why are we throwing this in the middle of the
Toby throwing things.
places in the tree for going and going, right?
Yes.
Did you miss that?
Alright, looks like we have 1 more person. Alright, so everyone done, right? Okay. So let's start with the first box, enthusiasm.
5.
How many of you guys rank yourselves 5 out of 5?
No.
Yeah.
Couple of you? Alright. How about on the lower spectrum, 1 out of 5? No? Okay, so you guys rank yourselves somewhere in between, right? And that's where most people set themselves. So the definition of the enthusiasm as a leader is you have energy, a positive attitude, and are always motivated. These are some things that people struggle with, positivity especially being one of them. You get down on yourself and you don't know how to pick yourself back up. And to become a leader, you have to stay positive. There are times where it's okay to be sad or disappointed, but to encourage those around you, you have to be positive in yourself and express positivity. Alright, the next one, being prepared. Who says 5 out of 5? Well, very nice. Who about 1 about 5? leader, you want to be as prepared as possible. And so when it comes to doing your homework, maybe, you should think about it the day before, not 10 minutes before class. So at least you're a little bit prepared for the class and turning in your homework, right? All right, so the third one, communication with others. Who says 5 out of 5? Very good. All right, 1 out of 5. 4. You guys, how many of you guys said 4 out of 5? So there's more of you that are higher up there. Well, good. Communicating with others is being an effective speaker, being able to work with all different kinds of people, being tactful, and being a good listener. The last one is something most people really struggle with, being a good listener.
Yeah.
Going back to that note card activity we just did, most of those facts you guys were saying, don't you think if you were listening to conversations and being a part of conversations in the classroom, doing sports, anywhere, don't you think you would know a little bit more about people if you were actually listening instead of just, oh yeah, that's nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's something to think about and take more to heart, especially the communicating and listening to others. That's something extremely big and can take you really far in life if you start to learn to listen to people. All right, what about caring? Who says 5 out of 5? Very good. 1 out of 5? Alright, so again, we have more of those higher places, and caring is something extremely good to have in your life. You might have learned some of those qualities from your parents, perhaps, or else you're just that way naturally, and that's a great, great quality, and I applaud you guys for those of you that are 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5. You're well on your way.
I'll eventually be a 5.
So what about creativity, number 5? Who says 5 out of 5? You were on a roll over there, aren't you?
No, he literally just marked his paper with all 5.
Well, we'll see if that's going to be true or not here in a little while. So you said 5 out of 5 too? Alright, what about 1 out of 5?
Good 3.
Yeah. You guys are still being honest. I appreciate that for sure. So creativity is expressing your ideas that you come up with and having helpful suggestions, and you're trying to brainstorm new ideas. So have you guys been in those situations where you have to brainstorm and your brain just goes blank and you don't know what to do? Have you guys been in those situations?
No.
Yeah.
Not very good at them.
I'm not very good at those either for the most part. But I've learned how to come from that. And so now I'm better at interacting with people and thinking of things off the wall to become more creative. Some people are extremely creative. They're born with it. And it just takes time. All right, number 6, being a problem solver. Who says 5 out of 5? Good. And 1 out of 5? How do you guys think of like a math equation when you read problem solver? Do you guys think of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
Skills.
Problem solving skills? So we have 2 different areas there. Yeah, so when they say problem solving, they're meaning that they can tackle problems as a resourceful person, and that you can think through different situations and different levels of difficulty. And so that could be anywhere from, do I want to do my homework tonight? Do I want to do it tomorrow? Or it could be doing a math equation. You have problem solving skills for all different areas in your life. All right, character 7. Who says 5 out of 5?
Wow.
All right, 1 out of 5. We're just going to try and help the people who think that they are exceptional, and we're going to grade them and see how well they do. I'm sure that they have very high qualities, and we're going to help you as well think higher of yourself and become a better leader. So as far as the character, you can act in an ethical manner, you're honest, you act as a role model, and you're not led astray by peer pressure. I know you guys have all felt peer pressure. It's just a fact of life. And so if you're able to make conscious decisions and be okay with your decisions, you have very good character. What about adaptability? Who says 5 out of 5?
Oh my god.
All right, so this one's a little bit harder, isn't it? And anyone say 1 out of 5?
Sure.
Adaptability is you're able to cope with unexpected or changes in your situation. So can anyone think of an example where you've had to adapt and it's kind of difficult for you?
New step-siblings.
Moving to a new house.
New house?
The new stepmom.
Yeah, so these are from to moving in with a new family. These are pretty broad ranges, and you're able to adapt. And that's a very good quality, and you guys are very, very well off for that. What about dependability? Who says 5 out of 5? Yeah? Alright, 1 out of 5? Good. Alright, so being dependable means you're reliable. Others can trust you, you can trust yourself, and you make good promises and keep on task. So, in order for you to be dependable, you usually have to be very trustworthy. And so, if you are one of the ones that like to spread rumors,
Yes.
or if you're one of the ones that listens to the rumors and you tell one of your best friends, even if it's in confidence of your friend, you are not as dependable as you once could have been. Do you guys know what I mean? Even if you're just sharing it with your best friend, it's something you shouldn't be spreading around. You know, you have to be a dependable person to be a good character and to be a good leader. Alright, and the last one, cooperation. Who says 5 out of 5? Very good. And 1 out of 5? Good. So cooperation is another really, really big quality in a leader. It means you just work well with others and you're able to get tasks done. And so the next activity we're going to do here in a little while is to be more on those group activities and building a team. So now that we have ranked ourselves on our qualities of being a leader, do you guys understand more on how hard it is to be a successful leader?
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually takes a lot more than you think. Being a leader isn't a simple task, but it is very well worth it once you can figure out how to be good yourself and how to understand your qualities and how you can benefit others using your qualities. So the next activity is getting to know others. So we're going to do an activity that's called Listless. And I'm going to give you guys a little note card. And I'm going to read a set of words. And I'm going to want you guys to listen extremely carefully. And then at the very end, you're going to write down as many of the words as you can remember. Okay?
But you can't do it during it.
Nope, you can't do it during it. You can only do it after. I'll be watching. Don't try and cheat.
No.
Mine broke.
Oh, keep on moving.
Alright, everyone has their pencils, right?
No subject of mine.
Alright, get a pencil. Alright, everybody ready?
Yes.
I got a pencil.
Okay. Don't write. Put your pencils down. Okay. Dog, horse, hay, grain, lamb, field, goat, hay, chocolate, cow, pipes, barn, hay, cat, trough, pig, calf, sow, tractor. Alright, go. You have 20 seconds to write down as many as you can.
In order.
Doesn't matter what order. 20 seconds. Alright, pencils down. Okay,
Must finish.
so
I wasn't.
I'm gonna have you guys tell me the first word you can remember.
Hey, dog.
Dog.
Cat.
Hey, twice, so you can.
Hey was said 3 times.
Okay, so you guys are fairly observant. So a lot of you guys said dog. Why do you think you remember dog?
Because it was the first word.
So it's the first word. So you listened to the first thing I said. And then what's the next most common word that you guys heard?
Horse.
Horse.
Yeah, I got
Why do you think you heard horse?
Second.
So second.
Chocolate.
Okay. Why did you hear chocolate?
Stick out and hear the rest of the words.
Wow.
Very good. It was different from all of the rest of the words. Alright, and what's one other word that you guys all really remember?
Tractor.
Tractor? Why'd you remember tractor?
I remember words in my life.
Okay, so it was at the end. So you guys remember the beginning, the end, and the word that stuck out. Did any of the other words make it?
Trough, cat.
You got dog, horse, hay, cow, farm, and sow.
Okay, so not bad. But for the most part, do you remember those
Did you say
straight
cow
ones?
or sow?
I said cow and sow.
cat even a word? Because I feel like.
I don't think she said cat.
Nope, cat was in there.
Oh!
Ooh, so he was listening, you weren't.
What was those names?
Yeah, so this is an activity, alright, listen. So this is an activity that shows you how well you actually listen. You know, it was a fast-paced activity, you only had a limited time, but most of you guys remember the exact same things. And so to become a better leader, you need to listen to the things in between the big important things. You need to listen to the entire conversation. So this is really, really important in getting to know others and communicating with others. Alright, and our third step to becoming a good leader is building as a team or a group. So, can anyone tell me a situation where you guys have had to work as a team?
Sports.
Sports? Alright, anyone else?
Leadership camps.
Leadership camps meant for working as a group. Anything else? No?
Packing out an hour.
That's a good example, packing out an out. That's very good. Alright, and do you guys think that you're in a situation where you have to work as a team in the classroom?
Yeah.
Yeah? How so?
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Yes and no? So, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work as a team in the classroom to become untangled. You guys ever played this game?
Not game.
It's called the knot game. And if we're really good at it, we're going to do a second game that's harder. So, let's see how many of you guys have. 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll try this with all 10 of you guys first. It might not work.
That'll work.
Usually you have to have 8 people as a standard, and so it should work. So let's see. We'll have a very big area.
We can do it back there in the back corner.
You want to the back corner? It's probably nice. Is it alright if we move Casey over a little bit and we're in the back corner? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So why don't you guys all stand up over here?
10 years from now.
Alright, make a
The
little circle here.
knot game.
Oh, this game is hard.
Okay, so this is a game about communication. We're going to do it first time where you can talk, second time we're not allowed to talk. You need to learn. Okay? So you're going to shake hands with your right hand to the person directly across from you.
Oh, this is directly across from me.
I'm not in. I'm just
Do the shake hands with your
Alright, don't be too
How's it
aggressive.
going, man?
Alright, everybody have shaking hands with someone right across from you?
Yep.
Okay, with your other hand, reach to the person to the side of you.
Dude, how is this possible?
To your right.
Right?
Oh, really tight. It's really tight.
Yeah, you're gonna take your left hand and move it towards the right.
How's it going?
You guys hear that?
We have to move our left hand to the right.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Gavin, you go. This is gonna be like
So we're gonna lift
Get some
Oh,
rare
we see you guys untangle.
Oh,
Here you go.
oh,
Untangle you guys first.
Alright,
There you go.
Pause. We have one hand behind the back here. So
Oh,
you have to do left hand to the right in front of you. Sorry.
wait, left hand to the what?
Left hand.
I
So
knew
take
it, I'm
your
already
left hand,
attached.
move it to the right, and shake hands with the person next to you.
Okay,
Right
Gary,
next to us?
Here we go.
Your left hand goes to the person to your right.
Yeah, remember
Then
the
why-
listening
so why am I
to
grabbing
the
this?
person.
It'd be with Hunter.
I can't see.
You like always get
No,
like.
it'd be with you. And use a beauty.
No, because I'm gonna, we were,
Yeah,
no, I have to go with you guys.
I'm so
We're not
confused.
This
So
one
I have
works.
to
So
go
we
with
start.
Can we restart?
Restart. Okay.
Yeah.
No, restart.
I just grabbed Hunter because Hunter was closest to
You
me.
guys said you've even played this game before.
Oh, I
The way
got
we've
it.
done it,
I've
you
never
just like
done
You
get
just
across and
go
not right
across.
next to each other.
We
Okay.
got this.
So, listen very carefully. Shake with your right hand to the
That's my right
person
hand.
across
That's my
from you.
hand.
Well, now
Hunter
let's
is
hear
across
it.
from me.
Alright, now take your left hand, move it to the right to the person next to you.
Dude, this
To my
is.
right.
Well, how are we supposed to do the other person?
To the person next to us?
One
Yeah, so
person's
like,
gonna
Break
be
Brielle's
no,
arm.
hold your hands, hold those hands. Like you're in group.
It'd be
Okay.
So I don't see these hands then, right?
Yeah, makes sense?
We just made it impossible.
Alright,
Yeah,
pause.
we made it.
You guys listening?
Yes.
No.
Alright, so now you have to untangle each other. I don't want any shouting. I want you guys to work very quietly and work together. Go.
Just made it real.
I ended up over here.
Someone's untangled, can they let go?
Nope, you cannot let go.
Gavin, come through.
I can't come through.
No. Go back the
Someone
other way.
cheat. Look at
Challenge,
Joe.
go back the other way.
Challenge, go back where we were.
No, go back the way you were going.
Okay.
Well, now we gotta go down.
Oh, she's down. Oh, God. I don't think humans bred this way.
I figured
She needs to go under all of ours. Just back up.
This doesn't work.
What is happening tomorrow?
Oh my gosh. That,
Don't break it.
Almost. Hey, hang on, Gavin. Hang on.
it almost worked.
Bend down.
What? Like this? There we go.
Okay. How does this work?
I gotta go over this now.
Challenge us.
Brielle, step over.
No, because I gotta go through under yours and one.
No, it's not you. Not you.
Okay.
Not you.
I don't know how this is gonna work.
just go back over.
Okay.
Hold on, no, do it.
I have to go through?
No, okay, hold on.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
I'm not doing anything.
Are you guys stuck?
I think they're stuck. We're just doing just fine over here.
Wait,
I'm
Okay, do
wait, you go first.
My move was flawless.
So you gotta go through
But
there.
it was.
Okay, now we gotta go down so she
Why
can
is
step
the
up all
arm
of our
gonna
hands.
All of them?
Yep.
Why?
Step
Do
over.
it, just do it. Listen to the
Oh, man.
boss lady.
No, she needed to go through.
You know what, she...
No, bend down again.
Oh my goodness.
Now Lexi's gotta.
Dude.
You
gotta step over.
Too.
You gotta step
turn
over.
around too.
Me?
Yeah, turn around. No, other way, so you're going across your arms. There you go.
Brielle, I don't know what you're doing.
Oh.
Mine's supposed
Humans
to,
don't
I'm
bend
like
that way.
straightened out though.
Yep, you
Close
want to be
enough.
straightened out. So it looks like we have Lexi who has crossed arms, so she needs to be fixed.
I can just do this.
Yeah, your arms are gonna bend in funny
Hey,
directions.
look, you did it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Wait, that's
man.
all sweaty.
It doesn't matter as long as you can get back to a position where you're
Unless you're
facing
So,
out.
Like
yeah.
on my
Yeah.
wrist.
You guys want to do it again?
No.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Wait, what was the hard
He's
one?
Hunter up
The
on
one
No
with
talking.
the
No
silent?
talking.
Alright, listen guys. So if you guys want to try the hard one, it's called skin the snake, but they have to be on the ground.
That's weird.
So I don't know if you guys want to do it or not.
Skin the
Could you
snake.
explain it?
I can. But this is more like an extra activity, so why don't we do that at the end?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys want to try again and not talking?
Sure. Why not? Sure.
Alright. Alright, Wyatt, you want to be in
We
it?
gotta go through the
Wyatt.
Okay.
No, I'd have to hold Sadie's arm.
I think I grabbed Chuck. I think I grabbed Lexi's
Wyatt, you guys have to do
Right,
it.
go with
No,
it.
you got
I'm going through.
Guys, listen. We said Braille needs to be in.
Brielle! Where you at, Brielle?
Just go with it.
You guys gotta let Brielle in. Hey, you guys, hey, listen.
Communication,
You
guys.
guys have to let
Listen.
Brielle in.
Okay, how about we
Restart,
restart?
restart.
Alright, I'm just
Okay.
reading this. I'm going over here.
Alright, you guys remember how to do it?
Down.
Reach with your right hand
I
across.
don't know what you're doing.
Left hand moves in front of your body to the right to the person
No,
next
I
to you.
think Wyatt
got
has to
me.
be with Brielle and
Go
Garrett's
right
with
there.
Lexi.
There we go.
This
Okay.
doesn't work.
Okay.
This is so
I need
hard.
some. I need to go right through there. I need to go
Close
right
enough.
through
You
there.
can't talk.
Oh, wait, we can't
Okay, are you guys done? You guys all have hands?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, no talking. I don't want to hear a peep. Ready? Go. No talking, no talking.
Okay, this is really.
No talking. Don't break up, don't break up. Stay together.
We failed.
Oh, you guys give up?
You gave up!
You just
Keep on going randomly.
Okay, I was communicating with him. That's kind of.
Okay, alright. Guys, take your seat again.
Okay, that was interesting.
Brielle was gonna pull like a rag doll.
I was.
No, Brielle was just gonna.
Brielle got choked.
Okay, so you guys figured out the first time when you were allowed to talk, right? But the second time just didn't go well. And why was that? Could have gotten it.
No communication.
You could have gotten it. I mean, it would have taken a little bit longer time, but.
Okay, so you guys were impatient. You guys just gave up. You were impatient, right?
So I'm gonna point fingers at
Don't
Hunter.
point fingers, you guys were
Come on,
all.
I like fingers.
You guys were all a group, you guys were all supposed to work together.
But we couldn't talk, so we couldn't tell him to stay in.
Yeah, so it was harder when you couldn't talk, so is communication really key in something
Yes.
like this?
Yes.
Extremely. And so, I've tried that before with no talking, and I don't think I've ever been able to do it because no one is paying attention to anyone else around them. And so you guys really need to listen and watch each other so that you guys can succeed in something as simple as untying a knot, you know? That makes more sense. Alright, so that was our building team and group activity. So we're about ready to be done with today. So I want you guys to each come up and write one thing on the board that you learned. It could be a one-word or two-word phrase of something you learned about being a good leader or that you took from